Hi, my name is Damien, and in my group we have Justine, Michael, and Tariq. And in the following presentation, we'll be following up on our assignment 2, where we looked at various fruit juice brands and what their brand is like and where they fit in the market and how they go. I'll be discussing our competitor and positioning analysis, where our product would sit on a map. Justine will be talking about that further, saying how do we fit in compared to others in the market. Michael would then be talking about our persona, where what is our typical customer like, how do they behave, and how do they react to this new product. And Tariq will be then talking about our marketing mix, what is how we're going to get our product out there in the market. So starting off with the product, with the positioning map, we wanted to look at the smallest juice bottle that each of these companies have, and whether it is targeted towards children or not. So to start off with, we've gone with the Charlie's bottle, and their smallest bottle is a 300ml bottle, and based on its design, it's not particularly targeted towards children, so we've gone for the top left over here. Then we looked at Berry, where their smallest bottle is 1 litre, and quite obviously they're targeted towards families, so we've put it on the top here. We then wanted to look at Goulburn Valley, and their smallest juice bottle came in a 140-gram fruit pouch. So that is a very small thing, and quite obviously a fruit pouch is targeted towards children. So we've gone on the bottom right there. We've then looked at Pop Tops, where the design of the bottle obviously is targeted towards children, and it's about slightly smaller than the Charlie's, which is 250 mils, so we put it on the top right over here. We've then looked at Daily Juice, where their smallest bottle is also 250 ml, and their design is also like a pop-top bottle. So we've put it on the top right here. And finally, we've looked at Nudie, and while their bottle is not designed like a kid's bottle, their images are, and their advertising is. And it's also 250 mils, so we put it on the top right here. So when our group looked at this map, we saw there was a big gap towards smaller bottles that are designed towards an older crowd. So when we thought about this, how are we going to do a juice bottle like this? We thought about orange juice that is mixed with caffeine. So this would be like the sort of small size, like an energy drink, small can. And it's something that people can have on the go, where if they're in a rush, if they don't like coffee, if they don't want an energy drink, this will be a nice alternative to them, where they can get their energy while also having like an orange juice that they may like. And I'll now hand it over to Justine, who will talk further about this and where it sits compared to others in the market.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about a new product by Berry Juices. That product will be called as Energy Bull, as it is going to be a combination of caffeine and fresh orange juice. But at the same time, we are going to see that how it's going to work. So a combination of caffeine and fresh juice is something that I guess everyone requires. Moreover, recently when I was doing a research, I came through an interesting fact that this research has already been done in US, and there is a product that is called Joffy, which was really interesting to study about. So as we move further, first of all, we'll have a look at how much amount of coffee is actually required in a human body. So as we go further, we can see that there is a specific amount of coffee required in each and every human, whether it's a child, a pregnant woman, or a young person. So this drink will be a combination of a required amount of juice and then required amount of caffeine in it. It won't be having excessive caffeine or it won't be having excessive juice, so that it's not healthy. So this product is gonna be healthy, completely healthy, as it's gonna be from the fresh Australian orange juices, and at the same time it will have a required amount of caffeine that any person should consume in a day. When it comes to the consumption of the orange juices, we can see that in per day there is just like 150 ml juice required, or even less than that, which is just equal to 1 glass of small juice. So the juice should be unsweetened. It shouldn't be a sweetened one like added preservatives or anything. So if we have unsweetened berry juice is really good, because it's a very reputed and old Australian brand which is made up with the fresh oranges, and everyone trusts this brand. They just want to expand their idea so that they can go to more customers, they can attract young people, they can attract the working community and everyone. The uniqueness of this product is that it will be going to satisfy both the things, that is the juice and the coffee. It will be satisfying the customer in both ways, whether those are coffee drinkers or those are juice drinkers. This product will bring them all together and it will serve everyone, as it is 21st century nowadays. So everyone wants coffee, everyone loves coffee, because we know that coffee helps us in waking up. But in actual, excessive coffee is also not good. That's the only market gap we could find in the juice industry. That is, that when it comes to the drink, people nowadays might prefer coffee more than the juices. So, just by considering this, we came to a conclusion that there should be a combination of both, that is, juice and the caffeine, which will be really productive and really good for the brand as it can attract more customers. The combination of coffee and the orange juice will look something like this.
Now that a gap in the market has been found and the product proposal has been put forward, it's time to view the marketing consumer persona. Beginning with the demographics, we would be looking at an age group of around 18 to 25 years old. Our location would be Melbourne, and we would be focusing on full-time studying students, be it either that at university or a trade certificate course such as horticulture. The reason we say full-time is because we'll be looking at part-time work, which limits the amount of salary earned during the week or the year or week. So we would be looking at a weekly range of around $350 a week. That's the higher end of salary. Next is motivation. So three main motivators for this market are convenience, price, and health. Obviously, it's been found that health concerns are ever increasing, particularly in this age gap through IBIS reports and general surveys. And it's found that a lot of people are trying to steer clear of energy drinks such as this Red Bull, which makes it limited to find caffeine substitutes if you don't like coffee, because it's one of the main sources of caffeine, which is quite difficult if you're not a fan of coffee. Now, it's quite hard to find an alternative to find a caffeinated drink. Moving forward, life goals. Well, in the next sort of 3-4 years, we'd be assuming that they will be looking to finish their course, degree, or certificate. I'd also be assuming that they will be looking to save for potentially a house deposit if they're looking to move away from home. And I'd also be looking at them to sort of want to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I think it can sort of be quite easy to fall into an unhealthy lifestyle with time limitations and financial limitations, but I assume the majority of that demographic will be looking to stay healthy throughout their time. Major frustrations, well, the first one, of course, is low income. People don't earn a lot, but the cost of living goes up. And it can be quite hard to sort of financially afford the cost of living. The second main frustration for many of the people within the demographic will be this sort of tired and lacking of energy throughout the day. Obviously, university and TAFE can be quite draining, and they're looking at just sort of lacking potentially maybe some vitamins and sort of lacking the energy to get on throughout the day. And obviously, with this comes minimal time to prepare healthy snacks. And a lot of these frustrations could become with the inconvenience of healthy snacks and the preparation required, but people just don't believe they have the time to do so. Behaviour, well, we would be looking at no dedicated shopping day. Most of the demographic will probably be purchasing food items on the go, so going to the local Woolworths, purchasing a snack from the fridge or a beverage from the fridge, and typically we'd see them consume energy drinks and coffee throughout the day to try and pick up the lack of energy and get them on throughout the day. Criteria for choice. The first one is there's great importance on price points. The price point has got to be fair compared to the competitors. Second criteria would be a healthy alternative is of course favoured. And the third and final will be the greater the convenience, the better.
Hello, I'm gonna talk about marketing mix. So our product will come with a variety of fruit juices such as mango, orange juice, apple juice. Also, it will be different sizes such like 500 milliliter, 200 liters, and 300 liter. In addition, it can be like a regular and low calorie drink. We can use like canned sugar and stevia leaf extract. Also, we are gonna add like high doses of caffeine and vitamins. So as we know that we want to use so our customer use our brand or our drinks instead of using drinking energy drinks and coffee. it's gonna be a good alternative for them. Also, we're gonna talk about the pricing strategy. I was really thinking I'm gonna use penetration pricing, because higher there's a lot of advantage when it's, for example, high adoption and diffusion. But this strategy will allow our product to be quickly accepted and adopted by customer and gain market share. Also, in addition, it will help us to capture the market by quick sales and marketplace dominancy. Like competitors are typically cut off guard in the traditional pricing strategy and are afforded a little time to react. So our company we're gonna utilize this and opportunity, and we're gonna switch off as much as customers as possible. So the second one, promotion strategy, we're gonna distribute free samples to all in the street or in the market or in sport events, and also we're gonna use social media influencers. We're gonna focus on people who has health contents or sport content, because like our segment, our customer segment gonna be like who wants to be healthy, and at the same time we don't wanna bring like soda or this kind of drinks like energy drinks. So it can be a really good alternative to them for this one. Also, the place we gonna distribute our brands to grocery store, restaurant, convenience store, and movie theater and gym. Also, we're gonna make a partnership with Walmart and Coles. As we know, the Walmart and Coles have well distributed market and places, so it's gonna be gonna be like really close to our segments. And thank you so much.